Before we dive in, here's your official heads up. LNL Unhinged is a podcast for mature audiences. Expect unfiltered chaos, off the wall humor, and conversations that spiral faster than your group chat at 2 a.m. If you're under 18, easily rattled, or came here looking for calm, reasonable discussion, this ain't it. But if you're one of the lads or ladettes, welcome home. Buckle up, grab a snack, and let's get unhinged.
Don't say my name like that. Oh my god, no!
This is a great start to the recording. So today, guys, we Kira, if you can shut the hell up. This is your first time. Okay, guys, we have two new people with us today. We have Taco and Akira.
Hello.
So today, I just have a few prompts on ChatGPT, and if we're still going after that, someone else will take the reins from there.
Yeah.
All right, start us off. Why do men start podcasts instead of therapy?
Men, because they're insecure and they don't want to admit they have insecurities, so they want to take their insecurities out on everyone else instead of making it their own issues and confronting their own problems and insecurities.
Fuck you, Kira.
Because instead of just coming out as gay, they're fucking closeted and hiding behind a podcast.
Hey, Taco, I like your point there. I agree with you.
Shishwamba, come on, buddy.
Because women go to therapists and men don't.
Exactly. Men
Because
don't
they're
have
afraid-
to speak their feelings. Fuck y'all.
Because they're scared to confront their insecurities and want to take it out on others.
It's okay, Nubs. The closet is glass. We all see it.
Okay, bud. So the fact with this is studies show men are significantly less likely to seek mental health treatment, but twice as likely to start a podcast.
There's also a stigma behind men's mental health, like a severe mental stigma.
Very true.
So
very true.
most other men and women will make fun of a dude for going to therapy. Oh, you're a coward, you're a bitch. So makes his insecurities stack up more. And then they project those said insecurities on other men and women, so they feel better about themselves.
Yeah, crappy
only
cycle.
Some men will start podcasts to redo the cycle of toxic masculinity to make mental health seem more like a joke to men than what it should be.
Fair enough.
So, Nubs, why do you start this podcast?
Okay, in all realness, I wanted to start a D&D podcast when I brought this up. It was Country who turned this into an Unhinged, and we just talk about whatever the fuck we want. So
wait, hold on. I won't make the comment, but that adds some stuff together. What was posted? Just saying.
Shut up, Kira.
Not
Shut the hell up, buddy. All right, we're moving on. Next question.
Moving on as soon as it gets turned back onto him.
Shut up, Shishwamba. If you could fight one historical figure, who would it be, and why is it Thomas Edison?
Mine was Adolf Hitler.
Yeah, I don't think.
How the fuck am I gonna lose?
You might want to retry that one more time, Taco. You glitched the hell out for a second.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. I said mine was Helen Keller because how the fuck am I gonna lose?
Ooh, actually, can I change?
Damn it.
P. Diddy. He's sort of a historical figure of the most atrocities ever committed.
God damn. I mean, I was gonna go petty and just, kill a family member of mine, but when they were a baby. But
That's not historical. I don't know if that's a
oh, it
historical
does say
figure.
historical. I'm a fucking dumbass. Leave me
I feel
alone.
like P. Diddy counts because
Yeah.
he's
historical.
Your family's gonna get erased by the sands of time, Nub. Your family's not historical. Fuck
That's
off.
hey, my whole last name. You add one letter and it's a town named after it. All right, you fuck off. And when my dad was on meth, he said we own that town. All right, my daddy told me.
You add a letter to my name, Dude, I own a whole fucking country.
Hey, if you don't need to add anything to my last name owns a whole entire fucking company in California.
But did
It's a
y'all's
insurance
daddies
company.
tell you that you owned it? No, shut up. All right.
My
What
dad's
daddy?
dead.
I don't have a dad.
All right, that went dark. Okay, now actual historical figure. Let me think about this for a second. Shashwamba, you fucking say yours. God damn.
Taco stinking stole mine, man.
What can
It's
I
the
say?
first freaking thing that came into my mind.
Historical figure. To fight? Who is that fat president? The real fat one.
Which one?
The one that was like depressed all the time, right after.
Yeah, I'm beating his ass.
What? He didn't even do anything bad.
I don't care. He's catching these hands because I know he could. He ain't doing shit about it.
Yeah,
You
he
could
didn't do
Abraham
shit.
Lincoln post-assassination. I mean, he can't fight back.
Yeah, you can fight the dead corpse, I guess.
No,
You never said the historical figure has to be living.
very true. That's y'all are taking some dark turns tonight. God, okay.
If you were to decide to fight Abraham Lincoln, just Abraham, oh, he'd kick your ass.
Hey, I've already seen that
Oh, no.
movie, but he kills vampires.
Oh no, he would murder me.
He'd murder everyone in this call with his right fucking hand.
But okay, so the fact with this though is Edison apparently electrocuted animals to make Tesla look bad.
Oh,
Yeah, that's
okay.
known.
I could
That's a known
go
fact. Yeah, mainly elephants,
inside
actually.
a fucking rabbit hole with Thomas Edison. My hatred for Thomas Edison is unrivaled.
I also didn't even make the light bulb.
Nope.
Yeah,
He didn't
see,
make
I didn't.
anything.
I knew he didn't make the light bulb, but I didn't go into this
make
like whole
anything.
loophole shit like y'all did apparently.
Yeah, there's a lot of
Uh,
sketchy stuff around him.
It's like he
He's got a
actively
lot of other people's inventions.
none of the inventions that
Look,
he
I watched
claimed.
epic rap battles. All right, that's where I got my information. Shout out
That's all
to
you
that.
need to know.
That was my whole childhood.
Shout out to Miss Albright, my high school history teacher. She made
Shout
sure
out
we
to
knew plenty of that stuff.
AC/DC, the two opposing electricities that were made.
All right.
I think we're pretty covered on that.
Oh, did you
Yep.
guys know that apparently the invention of the vibrator was medical?
Not shocked.
No, but that's how it's
No,
really-
vibrated.
So, like, apparently doctors in the 1800s treated hysteria by inducing orgasms and got tired, so they built machines.
That's hilarious.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
Just like how the chainsaw was originally invented for childbirth.
Yeah, that is some crazy
you not
shit.
know
But
that?
yeah, that's true.
No. The chainsaw was invented originally for childbirth
And
For, like,
amputations.
and amputations.
That's
But
weird.
originally childbirth.
Mind you, they were much smaller, more precise versions.
Yes. But still, the chainsaw we
Nah,
know.
it was a fucking chainsaw that cut down a tree. Is what the chainsaw.
The doctors were really good.
We're almost there. I see the head.
Can I get some anesthesia? No,
oh.
we're almost finished.
You nicked the neck a little bit. It'll be fine. It'll grow back.
Nurse, give me a rag.
Stop being such a bitch.
You have the husband
Who needs
fucking
anesthetic
crying.
for this?
The woman probably just sitting there fine, and the husband just staring, crying in the corner, like acting like he's the one getting
Bro,
sawed into.
that's why men were not allowed to show their feelings back then.
Dude, if a man started crying in the emergency room when the wife was the baby was being born, the chainsaw got pulled the fuck out and got aimed at him. He's like, "Shut the fuck up, or else." So I'm trying to focus here.
The wife just
Shut up,
mid-surgery
Mark, kick off your
yanks
head.
it from the doctor. I will fucking cut you. I don't even know if I want to ask this question.
I want to know now. You gotta ask. You can't say that I'm not asked.
If animals had OnlyFans, which species would be millionaires?
Rabbits.
What?
Rabbits.
The quick draw of that.
Look, ChatGPT remembers past prompts that you do. What kind of bestiality bullshit are you looking up on ChatGPT?
I make a bunch of shit for D&D, mind you.
What kind of bestiality bullshit are you putting in D&D?
I haven't put no bestiality shit.
Oh,
no,
God.
I've
What's
made
happening in
creatures.
National Hollow Crown next week. I'm scared. What's happening in National Hollow Crown next week?
Fuck
Oh,
y'all.
no.
I ain't done shit like that. But that is
I know I'm a
fucking
cat
crazy.
folk, but please fuck off. Not
No,
fuck me.
I've made a bunch of creatures for the different worlds I've done and shit like that, but nothing like that.
Can I explain my reasoning why I was so quick for rabbits?
He's about to say Zootopia.
Well, that's my second reason. My first reason is rabbits are literally the most sex crazed animal there is.
This is accurate.
Oh, but you guys want to hear the fact that's with this? I didn't read that.
Sure, let's hear it.
Sure. What's your bestiality?
How's this pronounced? Capuchin monkeys
Capuchin?
capuchin monkeys have been trained to use currency, and some spent it on, let's say, services.
I know about this. Oh my god,
yeah.
I know about this.
Okay,
Not
yeah.
only that, not only did they do currency, they traded fucking grapes. It's hilarious.
All right, so the next one is the dark web has a button that can theoretically kill you. It says sites have existed on the dark web claiming to be real-life hitmen for hire, though mostly scams. And it gives us a prompt down here. It says build a fake black... I'm not doing all that. That's stupid. ChatGPT, that's an L.
That's
There's
AI.
actually a person that got arrested because they're an ex-military person that were having trouble getting back into civilian life, right? So he went to this prank hitman website, right, and genuinely sent resumes and shit to the point where the FBI got involved. It's a really interesting story.
That's crazy. I'd be a hitman if my target was Taco.
I'd be a hitman.
The rest of these are kind of lame.
All I heard was that Akira wants to hit Taco.
I want to hit him from the back.
Yo.
Yep.
Yo.
And
Okay. That's
is a
crazy.
Patreon moment.
That will not be in our Patreon.
Oh, come on.
Normal content. This is content for everyone to see.
It's okay, guys. I'll make an OnlyFans, and I'll make sure to invite Kira to my house constantly.
I already have an
God
OnlyFans,
damn.
guys.
Yo. Is this Deer's fake
13
sponsors?
days. 13 days. I get into a dorm, and no parents ain't gonna stop me.
Mine is a joke, by the way. Mine just says, "What the fuck are you doing here?" But I would
I'm in
be
the
nervous
middle
about-
of making one myself. I'm gonna call it OnlyPans, and it's only gonna be sexy pictures of pots and skillets.
I got,
I'm gonna
I got a
subscribe to that.
spinoff, Only Cans. It's just cans I find on the side of the road.
Only
That's already
tans.
a good game,
It's about all of the bad tans that have happened, all the terrible tan jobs, and it's just a bunch of photos of Trump.
Hold on. There's an actual video game called Only Cans, and it's where you theoretically fuck a soda can.
What the
What?
fuck?
How
Why do you know
this,
that?
Taco?
How do you know
know
that?
Taco?
We need to see your
Markiplier
Steam
What-
game
can you
list
share your
here now,
screen
buddy.
and show us your search history?
I can show my Steam game list. I don't give a shit.
Hold on, do we need to bring up that furry picture that you had before?
That I gave you the context to that. Fuck off.
I sent that to you in private.
I gave you the context to why that was copied. Fuck off. Kill yourself now. But
Seriously, do it. No.
but no,
Okay.
literally. But,
Where's my gun at?
but fucking
We do
Akira,
not
you actually
advocate
know
people
this,
killing themselves. I
singer
just want to throw that out
fucking-
there.
Only Taco does.
Damn. Anyway, but Stupendium actually made a song about OnlyCans. I think you know who Stupendium is, Kira. I don't know if anyone
I
else
do,
does.
yeah. He also made a Doki Doki Literature Club song, which is how I found him.
So Unhinged podcast. I am severely autistic.
They listen to the first part of this podcast. They already know Taco.
Yeah, that was pretty self-explanatory.
So I feel like me and Taco have been very chaotic today already.
Y'all usually have chaotic energy, which is why I went ahead and brought you on board.
Especially when we're with each other. It's so much worse.
I love how quickly we changed the subject from bestiality to fucking.
Yeah,
Why
let's
are
talk
you
about
bringing it back?
bestiality
Why are
again.
y'all bringing that
Yeah,
back?
hold on.
No,
I am still kind of confused why ChatGPT brought that
okay,
up.
no, actually, the fact in there, because, okay, you want to hear the exact prompt I gave it? Hold on, where's it at?
We're gonna get more bestiality prompts too now.
Give
'cause
me
he's got it
some,
at once.
no, give me some random topics I could bring up to discuss on my podcast with relevant facts. And it gave a relevant fact with it. It was about the capuchin monkeys.
Yeah.
So,
Okay.
Sure, but
and I've literally
Okay.
explained if it has
I
anything to do with an
haven't-
animal, it's because of D&D. I will go through all my prompts. There's like a shit ton of them, but I will go through them, bud.
I have an interesting prompt we could
we're
talk
gonna
about.
need the full list released.
Go find that on our Patreon.
Fucking new title just dropped. Nubs profusely defends himself from bestiality allegations.
Oh my
That's a
god.
good title.
That's
a
crazy
great
coming
title.
from the
Crazy.
furry of the group.
Yeah,
Yeah,
furry.
well, at least I don't practice bestiality, you fucking weirdo.
Bro.
Isn't it the same thing?
No. Hold on, let's make sure that I would like to, as a cosplayer, I'm gonna defend furries here. Furries do not fuck animals, nor do they think they are animals.
Taco, you taste so good.
And never mind, I'm done defending
You
furries.
can't defend that.
Taco is in the bestiality confirmed. I apologize. I retract my permanent my previous statement.
That's why they kept bringing up. They brought it back. I just want to point that out.
I was gonna say,
I'm doing
I
that
have
because I'm curious why that's fucking brought up on your shit.
You want to
but
see the
anyway.
saved? You want to see the saved info in my ChatGPT? Where's it at? I will
Dear
bring it
God.
out
Release
right
the
now.
list.
release the list.
I ain't
The
going
Epstein
through the whole
files, but
fucking
it's
prompt
just not
list,
the
but I
bestiality
will go through the
charges.
save. Where's my save files on here?
I was gonna say I have another prompt that we can do after this if y'all
Manage
if I'm
memories.
allowed to take over.
Okay, you want the whole list?
But do you have another prompt, Nubdros? I can.
No,
have a few
I
prompts,
said the
but-
rest of them were pretty fucking lame. So go
Okay,
ahead.
so serial killers. Let me look this guy up just so I can get like actual facts on him. Or actually no, we'll start off with one I don't remember the name of him, but there was a serial killer. You guys know the show Dexter, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I started getting really into it, and then Netflix fucking removed it. Netflix,
It's on
Dexter
Paramount
was the
Plus
whole
now.
reason I paid $25
Not
fucking for the
condoning
premium.
this. You should totally pirate it. Not condoning it. You should totally pirate it, Nubs.
So with that, there was a guy who was very interested in the show Dexter. He loved the garage and all that, and he was a scriptwriter. So he recreated Dexter's garage completely in his own garage. That he had like his own little private separate garage. And then got on a dating app and proceeded to message and act like a girl and convince a guy to come to said garage. Had texted him in sort of a weird way of saying directions like, oh, take a left when you see that tree, take another right. And the dude, for some reason, did not find this suspicious and went to the house. Was proceeded to go underneath a garage that was almost fully shut, went into it, and then got hit in the back of the head. They fought back and forth, and the guy barely managed to escape, but would tell no one. because he was too scared to be made fun of for getting catfished
That's
and almost
nasty.
killed.
He deserved to fucking
Bro,
die.
that
at
sounds like
point.
he's a fucking idiot. Like, you that desperate for some pussy, bud?
And then the few weeks later, our killer would strike again. He would get on the same dating app for a new profile, and would proceed to get another guy, and this guy would send a text to his buddy, sending the exact location, saying, haha, just in case I get killed, jokingly. And this time, unfortunately, he was not as lucky. He was sadly killed and brutally murdered, and his body was not found for a hot while. And his friend was concerned and called the cops. The cops ended up finding the place, found the garage, and the scriptwriter tried saying it was just for a movie. And they found the body parts, I believe, as well. And then he had no more excuse against anything. Like, he couldn't come up with anything. Like, everything was still there. But yeah, that was a serial killer. I have so many more.
So,
At
For-
that point,
for
So
starters,
what do you guys' opinions?
like, one, yes, obviously, like, respect to the dead, but what were y'all doing while alive, homie? Like, that seemed like a shady shit from the beginning. If I seen some text like that, like, I'm out. It ain't worth it. I'm going home smoking a blunt.
at that point, if I was one of those fucking cops, I would have been like, yeah, that guy probably needed to die. You're fine. It's like,
Natural selection, man. Natural
yeah,
selection.
natural. Exactly.
Like, I mean, does it, like, I know we can't have the exact, like, shit, like, that was said, but, like, the way it was explained, like, did the dude do it the exact same way for the second victim?
Yes, he did. But the reason why the second guy died, the first dude, when he was attacked, the killer had hit him once. The next dude, he did not stop swinging.
Oh, so it damn.
So let me get this straight. He fucking knew that this guy was gonna attack him. Gloated to his friend that he was gonna go over there, knowing there was no pussy over there whatsoever.
Posed
No,
as
no,
a
no.
female on the dating app.
So the dude was catfish. So the first dude did not come out and admit that he was attacked because he was too much of a pussy. I'm calling him a pussy because someone else died because of that. But the second guy did not know it was a trap and jokingly sent to his friend, haha, just in case I get killed or kidnapped. Which I've made that joke before, and I've sent whenever I send my address to people, just to be safe.
Oh, see, I don't tell people where I'm going half the time. I'm
I'm
like, fuck it. If it's my time, it's my time. I'm gonna find out who cared about me, I guess.
That's crazy. Like, it's kind of crazy how much I know about serial killers. I've been on a fucking binge of listening to serial killers.
I like Dexter, but I gotta watch myself, bro, because I find myself smiling at some of the sickest parts of that fucking show.
You don't want to see
For
me
real.
seeing red.
Okay.
So-
I'm not gonna say who that is, but okay, you know.
Gonna punch chat.
Okay, guys. Okay.
Speaking of children, do you want to talk about children murderers? Child serial killers? 'Cause I got a few of those too.
the face Nubs made when you first said that. He's like, what the fuck?
So there was a 12-year-old girl, I believe 12. Not all of this exact one-for-one information. This is just going off my memory. And she basically was the oldest of like 8 siblings, and she was basically taking care of them all, nonstop, and the main person watching everyone. She proceeded to the youngest one of the younger siblings ended up suddenly foaming at the mouth and seizing and dying. The cause was unknown. They did not know why. They thought it was just a natural disease that ended up killing it. Until next week, another one of the kids died the same way. And then they started asking a few questions
This
here
bitch
and there.
was poisoning her siblings?
Then they started asking questions, and our 12-year-old was found seen masked with both the siblings that died. But there's no hard facts saying that she did anything. So the third one dies in the exact same gruesome and long death. And then finally, I believe it was a fourth one that died. Both parents now are arrested and separated. They eventually get let out on bail, and the mom is with the two final daughters, and the dad is with the sons, hoping that the murderer would make a slip up. But the cops came...
Hold on.
What's
Make a slip up? Like, in what way? Like, oh, we gonna wait till they kill again?
Yes. Well, what else were they gonna do? They had nothing to go off of. These kids just died.
Bro, you keep them the fucking away from each other. You don't wait till you keep them isolated for a couple days. If they really want to kill somebody, you don't let anybody near them. You're gonna see which one's the fucking murderer the second you enter the room.
Keep them isolated, and if there's no more murderers, then one of them's being a fucking killer.
So the kids were together at this point for a point, and a detective or someone comes in. And they're all running around, laughing, playing together, and all having fun. You know, even though 4 of their siblings just died. And then one of the reporters walks up to one of the young girls, and the girl looks at him and says, "You're recording me because you think I'm going to be next, right?" With a smile on her face to the reporter. And then she goes back to playing. But there was one kid that was off, that wasn't exactly having fun, running around, laughing, and playing. That was our 12-year-old. And she, eventually they end up grabbing one of the bodies, and they cut up bits and pieces of the internal organs and feed it to dogs and other animals, which is crazy, by the way, to see if the kids were in fact poisoned. All of the flesh parts that they fed to animals, all the animals that ate it, died. Meaning that the kids were in fact poisoned, and they end up finding out it was a type of silver poisoning. And they proceeded to... one of the cops pulled one of the girl, the 12-year-old, to the side and tried talking to her. And no matter what he said, could not get her to break. So, he had grabbed what looked like the poison and looked like he roofied her drink. And as he went to do it, she caught him and said that was dangerous and that he shouldn't do that. And then eventually she ended up confessing to killing the first 3 of her siblings by her mom's order. But the last one she did because she wanted to.
Did you say her mom's order was the first ones?
First 3, yep.
What?
And she was sentenced to, I think, 10 years in jail until she turned 18. And now she has a different name. No one knows who she is. All of her stuff is expunged because she was a minor when this all happened. So she's just walking around the streets. She could be walking right next. She could live right next to you, and you'd never know.
Hell no. I mean, oh hell no.
I have so many more.
Nah.
What's your guys' thoughts on that one?
Becomes a true crime podcast.
Oh my god. That's...
How the fuck did you out autism me?
How the fuck was that just in your brain?
Oh, I have another one. That's even worse.
Oh my god.
So there was I think it was a 8-year-old or 9-year-old boy in India. He lived in a town that's kind of not the best. I'm going to shorten this one quite a bit. But he ended up killing his cousin? His cousin, his like 4-year-old cousin, strangled her to death. And the family covered it up. They did not report him. They did not say anything. Just acted like the kid died. And then it happened again to his little sister. He had murdered his own little sister, and the family once again covered it up. The kid had shown signs of killing animals and gutting them and all of this throughout his childhood, but he seemed like a nice kid. Distant, clearly distant from everyone, didn't get along with the other kids, and didn't really like to play with them. But finally, he found a young girl. I think it was like a 2-year-old infant. And proceeded to kill her. And he hid the body. And when the cops finally were asking about it, he walked up to a cop smiling and said, "Oh, I killed her!" And happily confessed to killing her. And even bragged and showed off how he did it and said how he killed her. He was faced the maximum punishment that a minor can face and is now free. He's no longer in jail. Because what were they going to do? They can't. He's 8 years old.
They could have locked him away.
They couldn't. There was no precedent in laws. They had no idea what to do with the situation.
Keep him
This
locked
is
in a
first
hole.
time over. Their first time ever.
Nah, I don't give a fuck. That bitch was getting locked in a hole if I was the judge.
Right? For real.
Yeah, it's like, you're a fucking nuts, kid.
They're like...
Ain't no fucking way.
been-
That's like how people treat the Annabelle doll. That's how that kid would have been treated.
I have another one that gets real dark.
Speaking of the Annabelle doll, I was reading on Facebook, I don't know if it's true or not, but apparently like Matt Rife bought the house and like owns the Annabelle doll now.
That'd be sick.
I don't know like if it's true or not, but I read that on Facebook.
That'd be cool. We done with our true crime podcast, or do you want to hear about the Hello Kitty murder?
I mean, if someone else has something else, I
have something, but it doesn't matter if it's now or after.
Let's go with Shishwamba. Fuck you, Kira. I'm tired of hearing about kids killing people, man.
Hey, it's not a kid. It's not a kid this time. It is a gang causing the Hello Kitty murder.
Before you start any other murder story, I do have to say I do have to go, unfortunately, as I did promise my mom to watch Nightmare on Elm Street, so I do have to go. So, bye-bye, everyone. Thank you for
Don't get
having me on.
murdered.
I hope I get
murdered.
murdered.
Stay away.
I hope that I get poisoned like that one girl you talked about. Anyway,
silver poisoning root. Watch it what you drink.
bye-bye.
Bye.
All right, he's gone. Let's talk about him.
Yeah, fuck Taco. Goddamn, that
Fuck Taco.
dumbass bitch. He's not even gonna watch
Right?
this podcast. And we can talk as much shit as you want because we both all know he's not gonna rewatch this podcast.
This is
Actually,
true.
Taco was sitting there listening earlier.
Oh, was
But he wasn't in those.
Yeah.
That's
I'm trying
funny.
to skip to this point, like in the podcast, the second he
You
left.
guys act
just
like
to see if
Taco's
we
not
said
the
something.
type that doesn't take notes in D&D. Like, Taco's gonna go back and see what was said.
I take notes, but I'm not autistic. I just have a fascination in murder and horror and true crime.
Seems like an
And I read-
obsession to the point where you
And I-
remember a lot of details.
I also have
lot.
written multiple horror novels that are over 500 pages long.
And this is why your D&D campaigns are like really sadistic.
Yes, it is. Yes, that is 100% why Kira like puts his players through like mind fucks. 100%. And yet I'm the problem when I rage out on somebody. Okay. Kira's
Hey,
just
I
over
don't
here
rage
creating
out on
worlds
him.
where he kills people endlessly just for the hell of it, and then just snaps his fingers and is like, "Oh, that never happened."
But you remember all of it. You remember all of the pain and suffering and torture.
But I'm the psychotic one. Okay, guys.
I'm not psychotic. I'm just a little bit crazy.
He said the same thing.
Okay. Shishmamba, what was your non-killer topic?
Okay. So
You sure you don't hear
this
about that
is
Hello
a-
Kitty murder?
This is
No.
a real thing. It's a real thing. It happened in 2003, and it happened in a small town in Colorado, Burlington, Colorado.
Someone was
Okay, it's in the middle of the plains, pretty close to the Kansas border. So, as a high school senior prank, there were these kids, and they took whale body parts and put them in the school and hid them, like decomposing whale body parts, in the middle of a landlocked state. And it turns out is because there was a carnival coming through the town, and they had this frozen 16-ton whale on display that they had taken with their carnival that you could go and see. Well, the owner of the carnival ended up dying, and so this whale was just sitting on this property, rotting, because it wasn't frozen anymore. And so these kids got this bright idea to take and get these decomposing parts, chop them up, and then hide them in the ceiling tiles in the school. And so in the couple days later, when everyone starts coming back to school, they just get this horrible, horrible stench, and no one could figure out why. And they ended up sending over 200 students home because they couldn't take the stench.
That's fucking great.
Right? In the middle of a tiny little
You know how
town in
many
the middle
teachers
of
were
bumfuck
probably
nowhere
there,
in Colorado.
like, fuck this shit. Is this worth getting paid for?
Exactly. It took months apparently to get the smell out of there.
Oh, I would have
And
quit. I
according to
would've
this
fucking
Westward
quit.
story, not surprisingly, Burlington has since seen no upsurge in marine biology majors.
That's crazy.
When a whole town
That's
says
crazy.
fuck that whole career option.
Yeah.
Fun fact about whales: beach whale, if you stay too close to it, it'll blow up and kill you.
This is true.
Their
That is
internal
Texas.
guts.
Wait,
their
what happens
gases
to
are,
your
like,
body?
boiling.
Wait, do you like burn?
You can get burns. You can have their flesh shoot straight through you. There's a lot of different things that can happen to you.
That sounds like a great way to
depends on it.
die.
It would be a very long and slow, brutal death unless you're right on top of it. If you're right on top of it when it blows up, if the debris doesn't kill you, your whole entire skin will just melt off and all your muscles and everything. So
See,
you'll
but
be too
imagine
injured
if
for
by
you to
some
feel the
miracle
pain.
you did live though. Like the thrill of
I'd kill
knowing that's what
myself.
you were going into.
I'd kill myself. I'd kill myself.
But if you were prepared for it, I mean, just to see what it was
I'd
like.
kill myself.
Speaking
Oh, this
of
is-
whales blowing up, this
There we
is a
go.
great story of a whale blowing up. You gotta watch this. Listen to it.
It had to be said, the Oregon State Highway Division not only had a whale of a problem on its hands, it had a stinking whale of a problem. What to do with one
Oh, was
The
this
guy's
the thing
walking
that,
up on the
like,
back.
dead on arrival.
a bunch of different
Beach
shows
Florence.
made like
It had been
parodies
so
of
long
in their
since the whale
shit
had
and was
washed
talking
up in
about
Lane
this.
County, nobody could remember how to get rid of one.
Yeah, probably.
Selecting its battle plan, the Highway Division decided the carcass couldn't be buried because it might soon be uncovered. It couldn't be cut up and then buried because nobody wanted to cut it up, and it couldn't be burned. So dynamite it was.
Yeah, that's a
with
bunch of
20
kids that
cases
want to
brought
put it in a
out
high
of it.
school.
The hope was that
Right.
the long-dead Pacific gray whale would be almost disintegrated by the blast, and that any small pieces.
It's gonna be a very
still on
quiet
top
part of the podcast,
explosion
I
would
keep
be
trying to
taken
make
care of by
noise to-
seagulls and other scavengers. Indeed, the seagulls had been standing nearby all day. As everything was being made ready, we asked George Thornton, the highway engineer in charge of the project, for his final.
Why is our highway
observation.
engineer in charge of this project?
Well, I'm confident
Right.
that it'll work. The only thing is, we're not sure just exactly how much explosives it'll take to disintegrate this thing,
Oh.
so the scavengers, seagulls, and crabs and whatnot can clean it up.
Is there any chance
Disintegrates.
it might be more than a one-day job?
If there's any large chunks
Jesus
left,
Christ.
and we may have to do some other
And they just
things,
got kids
possibly
playing
setting
around
on
during
charge.
this. You see that in the background?
Right.
It was buried primarily on the leeward side
I
of
wonder
the
if they have
canal,
enough
so that
dynamite.
most of the remains would be blown toward the sea. About 75 bystanders, most of them residents who had first found the whale to be
That's
an
crazy.
object of curiosity before they
I'm just
tired of
sitting in the
smell,
tall grass.
were moved back
Like,
a quarter of
I'd be
a mile
watching
away.
this shit
The
too,
sand
honestly,
dunes
though.
there were covered
I love how
with
the Cubs, like, move
spectators and
away.
land blubber
Move them
newsmen
back up.
until they become land blubber newsmen.
Like,
The
who
blasted
is
blubber
like,
beyond
yeah,
all
kids, let's go watch a
believable
whale blow up.
Well, they didn't really have phones back then. Like,
Okay,
this is like the best reality TV you're gonna get to see ever.
Right?
What the fuck, bro? What?
That's crazy.
Oh, hell no.
Our camera stopped rolling immediately after the blast. The humor of the entire situation suddenly gave way to a run for survival as huge chunks of whale blubber fell everywhere. Pieces of meat passed high over our heads while others were falling at our feet. The dunes were rapidly evacuated as spectators escaped both the falling debris and the overwhelming smell. A parked car
It's
was
raining
clear of the
whale!
house, and the blast site was the target of one large chunk.
Yeah, that's
Oh
what
my
y'all get.
God.
Y'all are fucking idiots. That's what y'all deserve,
Badly as the
bro.
car. However, everyone on the scene was
That's
covered
a
with
loss.
small particles of dead whale.
That's
As
Whale.
crazy.
the
My,
effort,
I'd
Whale.
be so
those
pissed.
who were supposed to clean things up were nowhere in
The
sight.
kid the
either
kid
scared
sniffed
away
it.
by the explosion or kept away by the smell.
He's covering his
It didn't
nose now.
really
Look
matter.
at
The
him.
remaining chunks were of such a size that no
Yeah, go out there,
respectable
kid.
signal would attempt to
Go
travel
touch the dead
anyway.
corpse.
As darkness began to set in, the highway crews were back on the beach burying the remains, including a large piece of the
I
carcass
thought they were
which
just
never
leaving
left
what
the
was
blast
left
site.
for,
It might be concluded that should a whale ever wash ashore in Lane County again, those in charge will not only remember what to do, they'll certainly remember what not to do.
Blech. That's crazy. Can we talk about that for a second? Like, what the fuck did we just... First of all, by the way, that kid with the whale on the car, he poked his nose into the dead whale. I don't know if y'all saw that. It looked like he did.
Yes.
Could you?
Like,
Could
and
they have
was
not
worth it.
just
he's like covering his nose.
use something to pick that up and drop it back into the ocean and let like?
They didn't have like massive cranes, I don't think, at that point in time.
Well, they had them. They just didn't have them
Bro.
in that county to
They
do
didn't
it.
have them easily
It sounded like-
They could have done
accessible.
something. They could have done something instead of
They
turning
did
into a
do
big-
something.
They did,
They
no,
did do
no,
something. It
no.
wasn't a good something.
But it was something.
Instead of turning that into a big ass show, like, yeah, come on, kids, we gonna go watch a whale explode today.
Dude,
I just
one of those
love-
kids could have died, by the way. Like,
Right.
one of
Oh,
those
yeah.
humans could have died. They crushed the entire car in.
I mean, think
That
about the
lane-
casualties
they're
that
dead.
did happen that they did not show.
Yeah.
But no, as soon as he mentioned whale blowing up, that's instantly where my mind went to, is that old video I seen.
That's
Alright,
fucking
you
crazy.
two. I have to go help with my kid real quick, and then I'll be right back.
Okay, so it's me and you,
Okay.
Shashwamba.
Hell
You
yeah.
want to hear about the Hello Kitty murder?
Oh my god. Don't leave me, Dobbs! Don't leave!
You don't want to hear about the Hello Kitty murder?
I guess. Let's hear about the Hello Kitty murder.
So, the Hello Kitty murder. There's a woman who was very much addicted to cocaine, and I'm skipping her whole entire early life. She had a very tragic upbringing, which led to her being addicted to cocaine and alcoholism, and she ended up getting pregnant and having a kid. And she decided, after a few years of dealing with the abuse of her abusive husband, she was going to leave and try to get better for herself and her kid. And she did for a while. Until she met, we're going to call him Joe, because I don't remember any of the names. And he is and she was a lady of the night, which basically, I think you can guess what that means, and addicted to cocaine. This dude was a drug dealer and a pimp. A perfect match. And unfortunately, she did fall for him. And she stayed with him, and she got addicted to cocaine, drugs, and all that stuff again. Very tragic and sad. And eventually she was being given a bunch of money and all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And then eventually she ended up taking 500 something from him. And then he would be insanely mad because he's basically a gang leader. And someone stole money from him. So at first he had said, I need you to pay me this plus this interest, which she ended up working as much as she could and overworking herself to pay back that principal, but she was taking too long to pay the interest for him. And he proceeded to turn her into an example. And I'm not going to go into details because, like I said, this is a very dark and sad story.
Okay.
She was brutally tortured for 3 months straight. She was sexually assaulted. She was lashed. She was electrocuted. She was a lot of very tragic. Until eventually she had passed from just the severe amount of pain and damage. And they ended up forcing a younger girl to help with the torture. And that is important here in a minute. But they proceeded to basically get rid of her body and everything, and they ended up noticing a Hello Kitty doll. And they had, just like got all the skin and muscle and removed it from the bones and everything to dispose of the body. So they just had her skull. They cut the head off the Hello Kitty doll, stuffed her dead skull into the Hello Kitty doll, and sewed the head back on.
Dang, okay.
And then left it in the house. Her son or daughter was still left, and everyone was getting concerned because she's gone missing for a while, but not this long. She still tried to take care of her kid. And eventually the girl that was forced to help came to a police station and confessed that she thought she was being hunted by a ghost. And they thought she was they laughed her off, blah, 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 until she admitted that she helped kill her. And then told them exactly where the skeleton skull was and everything. The guy was arrested. I think he died in jail, or he is still in jail to this day. And the other guy, one of the other ones, got caught as well, while the other one managed to flee to a different country. But 2 of the 3 men were captured and jailed. So it does have a decent ending, but very sad story.
Hell yeah.
Okay, so back to unhinged, funnier stuff that isn't tragic deaths and murder. I can't make jokes about that stuff because that stuff is serious and genuinely heartfelt. Heart goes out to all the families who were of the victims. So, but unhinged philosophical tangents is super beverage.
Super beverage?
Yes.
What's super beverage? Super beverage.
Is soup a beverage?
What is that?
Do you not know what a beverage is?
What? No. Can you explain that one to me? No. What's the supra? Supa, whatever you said.
I just pronounce things weird.
Oh, soup.
Soup is
like
a beverage.
Food. Oh,
Yes.
It's soup a beverage. It can be. I suppose you could put like tomato soup in a cup and drink it. I suppose that could be a beverage.
What about chicken noodle soup? Could we make that a beverage? I think we could.
Well, I'm just gonna say this. I have a 2-year-old, and she sometimes takes a drink of my beverage, and there's tons of little particles left over in my beverage afterwards. So, on the same topic, would that be considered a soup at that point?
Oh. So what makes something a soup and what makes something a beverage? Is what we need to figure out. Or are they the same thing? Are all beverages soups and all soups are beverages?
This is an excellent question.
ChatGPT says to debate this until someone cries. So,
I could see both arguments, honestly.
you too.
On that topic, I do have a buddy who claims that ketchup and like marinara sauce from like a pizza is all technically tomato soup.
No,
Yes.
no.
Why not?
They're very different things.
It's all made with tomato, all soupy.
Okay, tomatoes on a cheeseburger is a soup.
No, not tomatoes, right? Just like the liquid forms of them. Tomato
No.
soup.
I don't think so.
Yeah.
I disagree. No, no. Ketchup is not a soup.
I mean, it could be.
I think ketchup's closer to a beverage than a soup.
Nope, tomato soup. That's what it is.
No, tomato beverage.
Tomato soup.
Beverage.
Soup.
Beverage.
I'm gonna stick with my guns. It's a soup.
Well, wow. What is a soup? Hold on, let me look this up. What is a soup? What is a soup? A liquid
a
dish
soup-
made by it's a liquid dish. If
It's
it's not in a
primarily a
dish-
liquid dish, generally served warm or hot, made by combining ingredients like meat, vegetables, legumes in a liquid base like stock, water, or milk.
It's a liquid food. It's a liquid food. So, yep, you are right.
Yep. Also, did you know that the FDA has regulations on what can be classified as a soup and what has to be classified as a stew?
Oh, no, not.
Yeah. So soups tend to be lighter and broth-based with ingredients that are mostly submerged in a liquid, while stews are a heartier and thicker with larger chunks of meats and vegetables that are only partially submerged in a smaller amount of liquid.
Intriguing.
Yeah. And working in a restaurant, I can tell you, if you mislabel them, there can be some kind of fines occasionally
That's crazy.
because misleading information. Yep.
God. Fuck it. I asked for a fucking soup. You gave me a fucking soup, man. You see this tomato
pretty
right
much-
here? This is
Imagine having
floating
to go to
too much.
court. Imagine having to go to court because your soup was too dry.
That's crazy. Excuse me, sir. I ordered a tomato soup. This soup is a little bit too dry for my liking. I think this is a stew. I'm suing you now.
Yep. And technically, a chili is considered a stew and not a soup as well.
That makes sense.
Yeah, it does, but no one thinks of that, you know? They just think
I
a
think-
chili is chili.
I think that would make marinara a stew instead of a soup then.
Marinara? No, it's all liquid, man. Marinara is all
Uh,
liquid with tiny chunks submerged. Really tiny
Yeah.
chunks. Usually like
But it's
seeds
more-
and stuff.
Typically, it's kind of thicker though. Depends on the marinara, I guess.
It is. It depends. Yeah, it depends on the marinara, but
So
it is
some
still
marinara is
considered
stew, some
liquid
marinara is
more
soup.
than. Yeah,
I feel like it's a
Well, you know
mixture of
what?
both. It's a stew.
we
it's
got
a
this.
stew.
Let's look this up. Would marinara sauce
Hello.
I just
marinara sauce?
Alrighty.
It says more of a soup, but it is technically considered a sauce, not a soup or stew.
yeah.
What was the conversation?
Don't
We
worry
were
about it.
talking
We're gonna
about
move on. We're gonna move
marinara
on.
sauce from a pizza
I-
and like ketchup being considered tomato soup.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Also, I have a idea that we can do later on. Invite a guest and make them guess why they're on the show.
I kind of like that.
That's
And then there's
actually that could be funny. Yeah.
There's another one as well. Was one of you slowly loses sanity over the course of the episode? Don't explain. And you can mix that with the guest one. And just have one person slowly going crazy while the guests are trying to figure out why the fuck they're there.
That would be funny. I will say that last thing that was the last episode we posted. Nubs Rage Leaves, just slowly going crazy.
Yeah, if for some reason y'all listening at home have not listened to that, this is the next one, and you're pretty far into it at this point. But go back and listen to that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hold on. I think I have a few more. Ooh. What if your sleep paralysis demon just wants to hang out and you're just being rude to it? Like, how to fuck off and that's a demon and all this. It's just a bud trying to hang out with you, man.
I mean, fuck it. Like, you play Siege, bro?
There are better ones. I just thought that would be a funny no quip.
I mean, if he just wants to hang out, he ain't trying to, like, fuck with me, like, so be it. But, nah, fuck that shit.
Have you guys ever had sleep paralysis?
Yeah, as a kid.
I have.
That's why I'm saying fuck that shit.
I
That
had
shit's
it.
scary.
That
Yeah,
is why I
freaky.
believe in shadow people. So, like the real shit.
I-
I've also seen like what meth heads describe as shadow people. I've seen both. Different.
I when I was a year ago, actually, I had not a year, 2 years ago. Fuck, I'm old now. 2 years ago, before I lived with where I live now, I had sleep paralysis. I woke up. I could look around. I could not move for over an hour and a half. It was fucking terrifying.
You want to know what the most terrifying one for me? I've had it a few different times, but the most terrifying time was I wake up, I can't move, typical sleep paralysis stuff. But then it just feels like something's just like digging into my chest, like it hurt, like really, really bad. And when I woke up when I finally got up and went out, I look in the mirror and I have a giant bruise on my chest that I don't know actually how it got there.
Bro, so the story for me was like I was a kid. I know exactly which house it was I was living in. I was like 6 years old, some shit like that. And this is why I swear about actual shadow people, because I remember just laying in my mom's bed for whatever reason. I guess I was scared or some shit. I was looking around, but I couldn't fucking speak or move. And I just saw at the foot of the bed this like shadow figure there. And as a kid, I described it as having like a lion's head, but like it was like a hooded. Because like after reading the description on the website I found, it was the exact same thing I seen, and it had red eyes just like it. And like I just blinked, and it was still there until the third blink, and it just disappeared. And then I could finally go to sleep.
He was trying to
I'm
hang out.
pretty
He
sure
was trying
I've
to play
seen
Siege
some
with you, man.
similar stuff. But yeah.
I've had one, not like when I was having sleep paralysis, but I used to stay up really fucking late when I was in high school and all that shit. And I lived on the second story of an apartment. It was like 3 a.m., 2 a.m., like the witching hours. And my dog stayed in my room with me. I was on my bed, and I was just playing on my phone. And I see what looks like a shadow of a person walk past my room, and a light shut off outside my room. My dog starts growling at my door, and I'm like, oh, my mom or my sister got up, went to the bathroom. I get up. I walk out of my room. All the lights in the house are off. And I walk to my sister's room. She's sound asleep. I walk to my mom's room. She's sound asleep. There's no way a shadow got projected. I'm on the second story. All the doors were locked. Everything was shut. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in any of that shit. That night, I'm still freaked me the fuck out. I went to my room. I locked my door, and I curled up in a ball and hid under a blanket for the rest of the night.
If you don't believe in like spirits or anything like that, how do you explain that?
I don't know how to. I don't know is my answer. I do not believe in any of it, but my answer to it is I do not know.
Who are you, Bruce Wayne? That sounds like some fucking Batman logic. If any listeners read the comics, you'll know what I mean.
This will get a conversation going. The world, the creation of the like Earth and everything. I do actually know that. The origin of the universe. I do not know the origin of the universe. That doesn't mean pink magical unicorns made it.
I mean, fair enough.
They could have. They could have made it. Pink magical
could've.
unicorns absolutely could have done it.
There are
They
so many
100%
different
could've,
debates over
but-
this, and I personally
I do
don't know
not
what
know.
I believe. Like, I'll say it. Like,
That's what I say.
personally want to believe there's a God, but if not, we're in a fucking simulation.
My comment on it is just I don't know.
Like, I'm
'Cause
not
I
talking
don't.
Matrix shit either. I'm talking like we're somebody's fucking Sims somewhere.
Wait,
out
yeah,
there.
hold on.
I could see it.
Hold on, wait. I have a one of the prompts here. Fucking hilarious with what you just said. Aliens are already here, but they're just playing The Sims. We are The Sims.
See, yeah, no, the aliens are a DLC, if anything. Like, they got added so
For
late.
real.
No, they're the ones playing us. Or
No,
they're the ones
no.
moving us around.
That's stupid. I mean, I could believe it if like it went deeper into like genetic manipulation and shit like that, like some theories I've heard. But like just saying we're like Sims characters and aliens are controlling us. I mean, I guess it's the
People drown
Dumb,
in pools whenever their ladder's removed. Like, if a ladder gets removed from a pool, you can't get out. You just gotta drown.
I don't know what you're talking about, man. I can get out of a pool. Pool might not
Wait.
survive it, but
I mean,
Wait, you can get out
I'm
of a
not
pool
saying
without a
we're
ladder?
like
yeah, just
But
takes a
how do
little
you
upper
do it?
body strength.
I don't know how you do it. I just drown.
think about it this way, like when say you're playing The Sims, right? When they're playing a game on that computer, it looks super dumb, like a dumbed down version of whatever. Same concept.
Well, I mean, this conversation is proof that it's a dumbed down version of something.
I mean, fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough. Shoshana.
I have one. Would you rather fight one horse-sized toddler or 30 toddler-sized horses?
Hmm.
I think I'd
Do,
want to fight
do the
horses.
toddler-sized horses have the same power levels as a normal-sized horse?
That is a good question. Does it state? If not, I'm gonna assume their power
It
is
does
not.
state. It does not state. I feel like it would be equivalent. Like the babies don't have
I
the
will
strength of the size of like a thing having the size of a horse.
Okay, then
Okay,
I'm going after
on
the
that
tiny
note,
horses.
Same.
I'm gonna say though, because I've seen some people get the absolute shit kicked out of them by a Shetland pony.
Actually, no. I
I
retract.
agree.
I retract.
So I'm gonna go with the
So, I'm gonna
horse-sized
say this.
toddler.
So the horse-sized toddler. For the reason why I'm not saying that is so I got choked out by my 5-year-old nephew because I like
This is
to,
hard.
let me tell the story.
Videos
Let me
where
tell
it
the
didn't
full
happen.
story. So I was messing around like roughhousing with my little brothers and my nephew, and my little brother, the older one, the 5-year-old one, went underneath my knee, and I'm leaned over a couch, and the other one is on my other leg. So I can't lean any which way, and then my nephew wraps his hands around my throat and starts choking me the fuck out, and I couldn't get my hand to pull him because I couldn't move my arm. Because if I move my arm, I'm dropping 150 pounds on a 5-year-old's chest. So I got choked out and could not fucking breathe because I couldn't grab this kid's hands, and my sister had to come in and yell at him and get him the fuck off me. I almost got killed by a 5-year-old.
Okay, no, I am going with the
I
horses.
don't know if I'd
Actually,
go-
with that story being told, and the basis
And
of it.
5-year-olds also you both have kids.
Yeah.
You should know how strong a baby grip is. A toddler grip.
I'm going for the fucking horses, bro. I'm going
Dude,
for the
that thing-
toddler-sized
that-
horses for the simple fact.
That
simple
horse-sized
fact.
toddler's gonna grab your head and pop it.
I didn't say I'm not going for the fucking toddler. I
I know.
said
I'm
that-
just saying.
fuck that shit, because even if I did take it down, I'm going to jail after for sure. Now, a stampede of horses I somehow managed to overcome, I'm going to be welcome back as a fucking survivor.
Yeah.
While I'm out there having a heyday because toddler-sized anything, I don't care. Think of me what you want after this statement. Fuck all of you. The only reason a toddler is any threat is because we care about them and or the punishments that come afterwards.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like
what's your
your
answer?
story, you said in your story that you didn't want to move because you'd be dropping
I
all your
couldn't.
weight on a toddler.
I couldn't move. I would have killed my brother.
Exactly.
See, exactly. It wasn't that you couldn't have done it. You just didn't want to do it.
That made me think about it, and I was like, yeah, I could take the fucking horses.
I also don't want to deal with that baby grip, dude. There's a toddler
Babies
grip
have
is
they
crazy.
don't care about shit. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'd be sitting there trying to survive while also thinking about jail if I somehow kill this fucking child.
Yeah, what's your answer, Shwam? I want to know.
You know, I know Nubs is bringing up good points, but I have to go with the giant baby, man.
Oh,
Ra-
hell
Just because I
Peace,
want to
Bob,
see
bro.
a giant baby. I want to see a giant baby, man. That'd be funny as hell.
I
Dude,
mean, I
you're
guess
gonna
if
get
you sign a
grabbed.
legal contract first, like getting put into this
Yeah,
fight,
yeah.
So, I mean,
He's gonna the baby's just gonna grab Shwam and start shaking him like a fucking rattle toy.
for the adrenaline, no legal
It'd be-
shit afterwards, I would definitely fight it just for the shits and giggles.
Yeah, if we didn't
I
have to
would
worry
not.
about legal shit for sure, 100%.
Now,
I
if
could take a
would
giant
not-
baby.
Now, if legal shit applied and this is just out in the wild, oh yeah, no, I'm taking the fucking horses, bro.
I'm taking the horses no matter what. I don't want to fight a child. No thanks. Especially
See,
not
but
a
I'm an
giant
adrenaline
child.
junkie. Like, I want to go skydiving. I like rock
Yeah,
climbing.
I know. We all know you want to fight children.
Shut the hell up. I lost my
you
cool
said
one
you
time
Who
and
has a child at
apologized.
some point has thought about
no.
fighting
Sorry,
a child.
You set yourself up for that one. Like, I'm sorry.
You know,
I'm sorry. I love you. I love you. I love you, Nubby Wubby.
I
We
reached
need to
out
know
here
more
and I
about
brought
fighting
you on
children.
here.
Listen
I
to
brought
the-
you on here.
Yeah, and Kira, if you need to know more about fighting children, just listen to the podcast trailer.
Yeah, and
Oh,
Accurate literally
God.
said he would punch a fucking kid, like an infant.
I've known him to talk.
face.
When I was 18, I threatened to beat up a freshman in high school. I had a
Yeah,
reason
see?
for it, but like,
See, I had a
okay.
reason.
Yeah.
Okay. Commenters, feel free to comment on this. So, this kid in our Discord kept coming at me
I knew he was gonna say
relentlessly. And I had told him multiple times, off on my own because I'm an admin and I can handle myself. I told him before, hey, cut it out. And then I'm in chat and we're playing a game and he joins in and he starts his bullshit. And I tell him twice that if he does not stop, I'm going to ban him when he's already been banned twice before and let back. And then all of a sudden, I'm just a fucking crash out for following through with what the fuck I said. Because
hey, I never said that. I defended you, though.
And then it got to the point where it was a 2-hour argument. And we debated on whether we were banning this motherfucker because we let him back in after I banned him. All right.
I held a court case, and I was the judge, the defense, and the prosecution.
Now, we've already established all the private shit, but basically, this kid kept pushing me even after that when I said I would let him stay, but he had to cut his bullshit after I'd warned him multiple times before that. I was already gritting my teeth at this point, and then he says, okay, whatever, tough guy. Keep going, tough guy. Whatever you need to do, tough guy. Just kept pushing me. And so, yeah, I lost my cool, and I apologized for it right after. And I told this motherfucker that if he wanted to see how tough I was, I'd send him my motherfucking address, and we'll see who's tougher.
We're outside. How about that?
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Crack knuckles. Come here, you little fucking twat. Dude, I called that dude a twat, I think,
You
20
did.
times.
Yeah, quite a bit.
I called him a twat so many times.
Now, I do regret for threatening a child because I didn't even think about his age. I was just thinking this is some stupid motherfucker on the internet talking shit. And he done pissed me off a bunch.
Yeah. I'm gonna give my story because I don't want to be seen as an 18-year-old trying to jump a senior trying to beat up a freshman for no fucking reason.
No, seniors have every right to beat up a freshman. I feel like if they start some
Yeah.
shit.
Hashtag bring
basically,
bullying back.
There was a freshman I knew. I sort of I looked out for him. I knew him decently well. I was friends with his friends. And a group of other sophomores and juniors went to jump this kid. I had a lot of people who tried jumping me and starting fights with me almost my entire childhood. And this kid, they told him he could sit his stuff down, but to come right back. The kid comes up to me and to sit his stuff down where me and my friend Taco were sitting. And he tells me what's happening. I'm like, hey, dude, you good? Do I need to step the fuck in? I'll beat some people the fuck up if they want to start shit. And then he's like, no, they said they're going to fight me one-on-one, and they're just there to make sure I don't run away. I'm like, dude, you're going to start, if you lose the fight, then yeah, it is a one-on-one. You start winning that fight, they're going to jump in on your ass and kick your ass. So your choice right now is either get your ass kicked or fucking run.
I mean, it depends on the person, though. You know?
No, I knew who the kids were. They were going to jump them.
I was about to say,
I gave him that
person, you know. Sometimes people do just be watching to see if their homie gets their ass beaten to give them shit afterwards.
No, I knew who they were. I know how a lot of the people at that school acted. So I gave him that warning. I'm just like, and we called the cops because these kids were, I'm sorry, they were going to beat the shit out of this kid from what they were talking and saying. So Taco was the one who actually called the cops and got everything sorted.
Dry snitching him to his ops out there, homie.
But the thing, though, is that what happened, this kid that I told to get away, and we basically stopped him from getting his ass beat, went around bragging, trying to tell everyone Taco called the cops at the school. And I found the fuck out, and I told this kid, if you want to tell other people I called the cops, or you want to say I fucking did this shit, go right the fuck ahead. You say one more fucking word about Taco, I'm going to be the one beating your motherfucking ass. So shut the fuck up, learn your fucking place, or you're not going to like me.
I don't know. I see it as a senior, too, because, like, I was that cocky senior as well, but I was also the cocky freshman that didn't give a fuck about nobody. I was just cocky all through high school. I was that freshman waiting for a motherfucker of any age. I tried fighting a teacher my freshman year. Because he kept talking to me like I was two.
All I'm going to say is I'll jump you anytime, man.
Oh, hell no. Hell to the no.
Hey, don't worry. I'll make sure it's a gangbang.
Oh, okay, y'all. This is going to be one of those fantasies that never happens. I hope y'all know. Yeah, if
what did I start? Oh my god! I just want to
let y'all know what y'all could possibly start here. If we get people listening, they're gonna recall this moment. And if I ever go on the internet and there's fucking fan fiction of this shit, I'm fucking killing both of you.
Oh my god!
Oh my
goodness! Make it worse, Schwamba. Come here, nubby wubbly poo.
Oh hell,
nubby wubby. Nubby wubby. Coochie coochie coo. I'll rub your nubby wubby if you want me to.
Nubby allowed to go to sleep. This is some bullshit, dear.
Hey nubbies, do you want to rub my nub against your nub?
Oh hell no. Okay, I think this is where we're gonna call it, guys. Have a good night. Make sure to listen in next week.